Hey guys, it's Megan here, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm with a special guest.
Hey guys, it's Megan.
And today I am filming with her, obviously, and we're filming a middle school stories video since we're technically done with middle school now because of quarantine and everything, and we're not going back. So, we're pretty much done. So I thought it would be fun to tell you guys some of our stories that are kind of funny, and I hope you guys enjoy. So do you want to start or do you want me to start?
You can start.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you a story. This happened on Club Picture Day, and we had our chorus picture. This was in 7th grade, I'm pretty sure, and my friend Danielle and I, you've seen her in one of my other videos, but we were running from our algebra class, which is on the upstairs of the middle school building, to the chorus room, and we had to change, and then we took our stuff all the way back to our Spanish class, and we were running downstairs from our Spanish class to go to the picture, and we have to wear these like character shoes. Here, I'll show you.
Oh yeah.
Because I have them in my room. These are our character shoes, and they have like heels on them. I was running in them, and it was in the middle of passing period, so everybody was in the hallway, and the floors in the middle school building are tile, and I ended up like slipping and falling flat on my face in front of like everybody, and I was like, and I just got up and started just running to get to the picture because I did not care at that point. So yeah, that's the story. Super fun.
Okay, so this is like a quick story. It's like similar to yours. So remember when the bell rang and then we were all heading upstairs?
Yes.
And then I fell down and I tripped, and then I got up and I tripped again for no reason.
Oh yeah.
And that was the weirdest thing, and that was really embarrassing.
Mhm.
Okay, so this story, it's not really funny. It was weird. Like, so on my birthday, I think it was 6th or 7th grade, we were at a lunch table, and I was like getting bullied about my race because they just figured out, this person just figured out like where I was from and stuff, and then they started making fun of me, right? And then I started crying, and then I was with a different group of people. Like, you weren't at my table, but
no, because I don't think we had lunch together that year.
Yeah, and then I was with my friends. I don't want to say this because then I'll explain why. And then after that, the person that was like standing up for me was the person that I didn't think would like do that, and like everyone hated him. But then he left the next year, and then my real friends that I was sitting next to, that I'm still trying to decide if I'm friends with them, they were laughing at the whole situation, and it was my birthday, and everything was ruined that day. It sucked. Like, I was getting bullied the whole day, and it was not great.
I remember hearing about that, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like, what the heck?
Yep, and then none of the teachers even cared. They just stood there and were like, okay, just let her be. And I'm like, are you kidding? And then
rude.
It didn't make any sense. And then my real friends, like, they just started laughing at the whole situation, which didn't make sense to me.
No.
And it kind of showed their real character, so it wasn't my favorite birthday. But I definitely learned from that.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm more stronger about it, and, like, not to care about what people think. And I kind of wish that I was, like, not as weak and I could stand up for myself. But I think it was in 6th grade. That's why I was like, I let everything bother me. It was just weird.
Yeah. What's another story? I have so many. I don't know if I want to tell this one because it's kind of long, and it really makes me sad. But I guess I'll tell it. So when I was in 6th grade, I was friends with this guy, and I'm still friends with him. Megan, you probably know who this is that I'm referencing. And everybody would ship him and I hated it. Because it all started because, like, this one kid in my math class was like, oh, what class does anybody know what class this kid has? And I said it, and he was like, oh. So, you know his schedule. And I was like, yeah, we're friends. And he was like, oh, you must like him. And then the whole day, it was like me and him, and they kept like shipping us. And I was like, I was really, really annoyed because I like didn't like him at the time. And I was just like, you know what? Whatever. It'll probably last for like a week. No, this whole flippin' thing went on for like 3 months, and it was the worst 3 months of probably my entire life. Like, I hated it. I would go to bed like crying almost every night. I was really upset about it.
That. Really sad.
And then like as it like kept going on, they would keep telling me like they're like, oh, like he definitely likes you, like definitely. And I was like, well, he is kind of cute. And so I started liking him. And then one day I was in my social studies class, and this girl comes up to me. I was friends with her. We're not really friends anymore, but we still talk and stuff. But she hands me this note, and I saw them passing it back and forth during class, and I was like, it's about me. Like, I just had this gut feeling. And she walks up to me, she hands me the note, and I decided like not to open it until lunch because I had a really good group of friends I would sit with at lunch, and I was like, I know that they will like help me if this is like really, really bad. So I open it, and it's basically about how one of my best friends told this guy that I liked him, and I remember being so mad at her, and I started crying. I was so embarrassed because I was like, now everybody knows, like he knows, and I was like, I didn't want him to know at all. And it made me so upset. And then one of the girl, but she like took the note and she like threw it at him, and it was so funny, and that really like made me feel better. But then I think like a couple weeks later, I like talked to him about it. I told him I liked him, and he was like, sorry, I don't like you. I see you as a friend. So like everybody was lying to me, which made me feel really bad. But it's okay. I'm better now, and I've grown.
Yeah, middle school is crazy.
Mhm.
I'm glad it's over now, but
me too.
We got a missed graduation. That sucks.
Yeah.
And we were even supposed to sing at the graduation, which was cool.
Yeah, our chorus, like the 8th grade chorus, sings at the 8th grade graduation, and I was really looking forward to it, and we didn't get to sing, which is really sad.
Yeah,
that's probably like the biggest thing I'm upset about. Like I didn't really care about the dance. I didn't really care. The only thing that I really cared about was grad venture and singing at graduation. That was pretty much it.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to that like since last year. Like I was really excited, but I can't even do it.
Yeah, it's okay though.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world. There are definitely worse things.
True.
So, do you have another story you want to tell?
Well, I mean, over the years, I've lost so many friends. Like, in 5th grade, all the friends that I had, I'm not friends with anymore. So, like, in middle school, you lose a lot of friends and gain a lot of friends, is what I'm saying. Like, but I'm glad that you and me are best friends. Like,
me too.
I literally could not do it without you. Like, yeah, you're like the only person I can actually like rely on. And like, yeah, I'm glad though. I've definitely realized who my true friends are throughout this like whole middle school thing, and I'm like prepared for it in high school, whatever. So
I completely understand that because when I was in 5th grade, the way my school worked was we had gifted classes. We're both in the gifted program, which is basically like an honors program, and my gifted class in 5th grade was 10 kids. Literally, like that was all. And going into middle school, I was really, really nervous because obviously these 10 kids were the only kids I was having classes with, and 2 of them like didn't go to the school. Like 3 of them I wasn't really friends with. So I was like really, really nervous because I was like, I don't know anybody. I don't know what I'm going to do. But it really helped, like, getting into chorus and stuff, because I definitely met a lot of friends who have, like, similar interests as me, and we got along, like, really well. And then, like, we had a lot of classes together. It's okay, you're good. We had a lot of classes together, which really helped, and we had computers together, which was awful.
That's how we became friends, computers. Yeah, we basically bonded over bad grades, and we tried, and then at the end of class, we became friends like that, and then it was kind of cool, right? Because, like, I don't think I knew anyone in that class except, like, Juliana, so, like, it kind of, like, did something. But, like, that was kind of a funny way to bond over.
I remember on the last day we had that class, it was the last day of the first semester, like the last day before winter break, because we had for homeroom, which was awful. But I remember you and I were like, you sat behind me and we were like counting down the seconds until we wouldn't have that class anymore, because it was so awful.
It was the worst class ever.
So I think that we should talk a little bit about what we're excited for in high school.
Yeah, we should. Yeah. Okay. You can start.
Okay, so I'm really excited for high school. I think I'm going to have a great time, hopefully. I definitely believe I will have multiple mental breakdowns because I get, like, very anxious over my grades. It's just the way I am, and, like, if I don't get a good grade, it makes me, like, really, really nervous. But I'm really excited for high school. One of my goals for high school is definitely... I am so sorry, that is my phone. Okay, so I'm really excited for high school. I think it's going to be super fun. One thing I definitely want to do in high school is hang out with my friends a whole lot more. That's something I was starting to do a little bit in, like, the after winter break, is I started hanging out with my friends a little bit more, because I never really did that before because I was so busy. But I started to make time for my friends, which I definitely want to do. I'm also excited because I can get my permit this year, because I'll be 15, so I can drive.
Yeah, you can't. I have to wait. I'm so mad.
I'm really excited to be able to drive. I have all these visions in my head about, like, picking up my friends and being like, we're just gonna go somewhere. Yeah. We're just driving. Like...
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for, like, driving. And then, like, eventually we can, like, in the morning pick up each other again.
Yes.
And then, like, go to Starbucks or something and then go to school. I'm really excited for that.
Me too. Sorry, that is my mom's cough. That is making that noise. So continue.
I'm also really excited for what is it? Oh, to make new friends. Like,
oh my
I'm
gosh,
definitely
yes.
Gonna keep all my friends, definitely, especially like you. But I want to kind of make more friends, and yeah, just explore. You know, it's like a new start.
Yeah.
There'll be more new people. We've been stuck with the same people for years now, so it's like.
And because we're in our school's, like, attractor program, we will get to meet, like, a ton of the new kids, because most of the kids that come to our school in high school are coming for that program. So we'll get to meet a lot of new people, which is exciting. Yeah.
I definitely do think there are going to be a lot of breakdowns.
Yes.
Especially because we're in the harder classes. Yeah, I'm just, like, kind of scared for that. But I think we're going to have fun overall. So
yeah, I guess that is it for this video. Thank you for joining me, Megan. I hope you had fun.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So yeah, remember, you've got to like, you've got to subscribe, and you've got to comment down below what you want to see in my next video. I'll see you guys later. I'm out. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.